Hello and welcome to another video. This week we're talking about what is timber conversion. So your previous task was to write a paragraph about what's happening on these 4 pictures. Okay. Hopefully you've explained what timber conversion is. Timber conversion is the sawing of a log into boards or plank ready for use by the carpenter or joiner. So before we go any further, before I explain a little bit more, I want you to rag rate these words. Can you write all 11 words down, please? And if you don't know what they mean, write them in red. If you definitely know what they mean, write them in green, and you can also write your explanation next to them. And if you think you know but you're not quite sure, write them in orange or amber. So if you've not got these colours, then just write the word and then maybe an R next to it, or an A or an G. Leave some space in between each word so we can write down the explanations. So every time we learn one of these words, I want you to go back to your notes and write in what the word means. So when a tree has fully matured, it's cut down or felled. Okay, then it's stacked. Then it is converted, it's transported and then converted. So here it is being cut into logs or planks. This process usually happens in the winter months. This is because the tree takes in less moisture in the winter, therefore we should be able to dry out at a quicker rate. It depends on a softwood tree or a hardwood tree on how long it takes for a tree to fully mature. Softwood trees usually take 30 to 100 years, when hardwood trees take a lot longer, even up to 200 years for it to fully mature. Here, the bark is stripped from the tree, often as mulch for your garden, or even sawdust, and used as particle boards such as chipboard. So we try not to waste any material here. But here it is being created into a into a plank ready for use. As I said, a tree contains moisture, and it's really important that that moisture is taken away. So here's another lesson really, but seasoning is where we stack the timber and dry it. So that's another lesson, like I said, but it's really important because we can't use the timber when it's so wet. So here's one way of cutting the log up into planks or boards. It's the most simplest. Those red lines indicate where the saw is going to cut through the log. So this is through and through. It's the most economical, so that means not much waste. And the disadvantages is that it's prone to a lot of shrinkage or distortion. Here's tangential sawn timber. It's going to give the most strong timber. If you look here, you can see the grain is like at a 45-degree angle. That's going to give the strongest timber. That's called radial sawn timber. So we want to look, really, it wants to be straight or on a 45-degree angle. Any less, it's not going to be great timber. So this is the strongest timber, tangential sawn timber, normally used for floorboards and beams. Again, really good quality timber. Look how it's like at 45 degrees, the grain, or vertical. There's a lot of waste here. So this is quarter sawn, so it's cut into quarters first and then sawn either this way or this way. It takes a lot of time, so imagine trying to saw all these kind of angles and do it right. So it's going to be expensive because it's taken a lot of time and effort, and because it's the best. Here's a bit of disease in the timber. It's rotten badly or it's a shake, so we can't use the middle. So again, it's going to be a lot of waste. We're going to throw that away. But then the rest of the timber again is quite good. Look at the vertical lines in the boards. The hard wearing won't distort, used for floorboards.